Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my first attempt at a draft-only video. What we're going to try here is a Theros Best of 3 draft, but I'm not going to play the games on air. This is our backup free-to-play account, and here, let me get this view. And basically, I want to try drafting with my friends here in chat, and then recording that, and then I'll play the games off air, and do some kind of addendum on the video to let people know how it went, but not actually show the games. Maybe I'll do some screenshots or something like that. So anyway, that's my plan here. We're going to give it a try. If you like this content, give it a good thumbs up and maybe let me know in the comments. I'm sure I'll see from metrics too if this turns out to be popular content, but would love to hear from you if this is... oh yeah, we'll build the deck. We'll get the deck ready to go, Mabinup. That's the plan. But let me know if you like this. And then if so, we'll keep it going. And before we dive in, though, I want to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. CardKingdom.com are purveyors of physical Magic stuff. They're not going to help you with arena gems or whatever, but if you play digital Magic, you probably have some cards. You probably have a physical game you go to sometimes, and Card Kingdom is going to help you with everything you need for that effort. They have an incredible inventory, and they ship quickly, and their quality control is excellent, so if they say it's near mint, it's near mint, you know? Nothing but great stuff to say about Card Kingdom, and I really thank them for their support here. And if you do, remember to check them out next time you're going to buy Magic cards. Remember that you can come back here, go to my panel down below, and click my affiliate link, and then they know you got there from here, which is helpful to me. Thank you. All right. Pretty easy first pick here. Shadow Spear is a colorless bomb, so and it's rare, so we got rare gems. We only have 0 of these, so it's doesn't get us any gems on this account. Liar, also a nice pick. What are we passing here? What do you think the bots are going to take? Probably, I have no idea. I have no idea how the bots evaluate this pack. I just like it because it's pretty medium past the Shadow Spear, so I love that we get to take a nice first pick bomb while the rest of the picks are whatever. Be even better if we were drafting in pod, but we'll take it. Starting with the Shadow Spear, where do we want to go from there? I've seen people do some work with this Dream Shaper Shaman, and look, it's kind of got a Shadow Spear in its hand, but I'm not taking a 6-drop here. Apathy is probably just the pick. Yeah, Apathy. Mystic Repeal is better against enchantment creatures, but Apathy has a lot of synergies. Acolyte of Affliction jumps out at me as a top pick from this pack, but it's gold. There's also a Warbriar Blessing that is just awesome and is monocolored. I think you could make an argument for either one of these. Acolyte is a stronger card because it's a 2-for-1, but Blessing is really good, and it is only 1 color. I'm just going to take the Blessing. I mean, the Acolyte's very good, but Blessing is 1 color. Hero... not amazing at pick 4. Maybe we want this hero at pick 4, actually. I think this is more important to go wide aggro strategies than this hero. Is there any reason to deviate? Like Brine Giant and none of these black cards. Nothing here is good enough to deviate from just taking hero. So let's take the cheaper hero. Another Wolf Willowhaven. I didn't even mention the first one because it wasn't really in the running, but now this could be. There's a Forerunner, there's a Flicker. Good morning. Saying hello to my daughter. Good noon. Any thoughts from the peanut gallery on this one? Flicker Nylea. What Nylea am I missing? Oh, this Forerunner. Yeah, Forerunner. Flicker Forerunner. Probably wheel. I don't know what we wheel here, but I'm liking the Forerunner. We could take Willow Haven, Wolf Willow Haven, but yeah, Forerunner's fine. Hydra's Growth jumps out, but look at this late Blessing. Super late Blessing, super late Chimera. Chimera actually matches colors we have, though. So I think we go with Chimera over the better Blessing. For color preference, but that Blessing hard to pass. Here's another Chimera, which we'll take over this Blessing. Binding looks pretty good with what we've got so far. Couple of escape creatures. That's what I mean by that. Training on the way back, feeding into the hero strategy here. I like it. I like training over Sideboard Plummet or much worse Gift. Yeah, we needed some beetles, right, Alawar? The beetles, where are they? Nexus Wardens, pretty good. Glory Bearers, also solid. Glory Bearers is a little more aggro. Makes me... I think I'm going to take Glory Bearers over Wardens because Hero and Chimeras and the Trample just makes me think we're trying to be pretty aggressive here. In general, I like this card better, but I think I like Glory Bearers better for where this deck is headed. Here's another Plummet option for the board. We could take a Nyxborn Courser, but at 1 white, I'm kind of trying to keep this to decks where I expect to have 10 or 11 planes in the deck, and that doesn't look like what's going to be happening here. We want to cast Binding early and may find some green 2-drops and stuff, so I'm going to take the Plummet for the board. Here's a Wardens we can grab. Another Plummet for the board or a Petitioner. I've not been impressed with the Petitioner. It seems good and constructed where you can really build around it, and it's just a 1-card annihilator of mono red. But around here, it just doesn't do that much, so I would rather just have another Plummet for the board. Petitioner in case of what, though? Oh, this is the bad one, unfortunately. It's the right colors, but it's not for us. I guess it can deal damage to creatures with flying, but we have two Plummets. We're not worried about intervention. Another Apathy or another Blessing are the appealing cards here. I'm curious what chat thinks of Apathy versus Blessing. I don't have a strong pull here. Apathy is more universal. Blessing is cheaper and augments your own creatures. Blessing is better on Hero of the Pride. That's something to consider. That Hero makes Blessing a little better, but Blessing really does need... It only gets small stuff. Apathy gets anything. So those are your big considerations, but now let's see what people think. Apathy or Blessing, and I'll do whatever Hodge says. Hodge is the only vote that counts. Since Hodge is concerned about chat steering me wrong, so I'm going to let Hodge steer me. Yeah, Glory Bearers is not great. Hero we took because there was nothing else going on. Apathy is literally our only good white card. Apparently. Well, I said I would do what Hodge says. Hodge says Blessing, and I actually agree with Hodge here. It's hard to say this is bad when it's a 2/3 for 3 that has a relevant permanent type in enchantment creature. The fact that it is very difficult to actually make do anything means it's barely better than a 2/3 enchantment creature for 3, but it's a little bit better than that. That's all. But bad, I don't know if I can call it bad. It's for you, Haj. So we can stick with white here if we want. Doesn't look like there's any, we're not going to take a Moss Viper just because we were talking about how we may not be white. But I think we are looking pretty forced into the white direction here. I think I go with the Chimera. Well, there's a lot of black here. I guess, yeah, we could. This is a couple of good black cards, but this is Devotion Black. I don't know if we want to start on Devotion Black with our first black pick in pack 2. While Glory Bearers and Hero of the Pride aren't insane, they are playable. And I think I like doing that. Also, Phalanx with heroes and stuff. Very good. I'm not going to prioritize Revoke here, pick 2. We are in green, and green has the even better instant speed plus graveyard hate version of this. So I think I'm going to go with a white card, and then it's a question of Phalanx Tactics, Chimera, or Blessing. Chimera is not looking great here given the density of white so far, but that could change. I think I take Chimera, and we look to hopefully wheel Tactics or Blessing. Even though Chimera is not at its best here. All right, Omen of the Sun interests me here more so than maybe even Siona, but I guess we have enough for Siona. Let's see. And Omen probably wheels anyway, right? So if you take Siona, we have 2 Blessings and an Apathy and a Training. So we already have 4 cards to find with Siona, and we're early in pack 2. So yeah, we can take Siona, and she actually could end up being decent in here. Would love to wheel this Omen or this Blessing, though. Similar looking pack, another Tactics to consider, another Chimera to consider, Pegasus. We've talked about how Pegasus is arguably better than Chimera in a controlling deck. Pegasus number 1 over Tactics number 1. Okay, I'm in. Oh, wow. So we have Sentinel's Eyes. It's findable with Siona. That makes it very appealing, but Envoy works with the Siona plan stuff as well. Definitely not another Forerunner, so it's just Eyes versus Envoy. I'm going to throw this out for the masses to weigh in on. Eyes, Envoy. I'll go to Curve as well. We're okay on 2s, but actually we're not. We have Hero of the Pride and a Reluctant Binding that we're willing to cast on 2. So I'm kind of liking the Envoy as a 2-drop creature that we're happy to play. Eyes, you don't want more than 1, really. I don't, so maybe we pick up an Eyes later. Yes, Mabinap, we do, but I think it is more important to shore up our 2-drop creatures than it is to chase Siona targets. So we're taking that. Look at me ignoring chat, Haj. Are you happy? That one I felt pretty strong about, actually. Like here, I'm willing to take the Indomitable Will over the Binding or the Relentless Pursuit. These are both good cards and they'd be fine for us, but Indomitable Will is what I'm looking for. Checks all the boxes. Pick 7. We have a Mystic Repeal, another Tactics, and a Training. Crazy. I think I'm leaning Training, given where we're headed here. And given how we've picked up this Envoy and we have Siona. But I sure hope the Tactics comes back 9th. Another Sunmane is good here. I think I like Sunmane number 2 over Forerunner number 2 or Huntmaster number 1. All right. No, this wasn't the training pack, right? It was pick 10 might have a training for us. Well, we'll take the course, or maybe we do end up playing it. But here's where we want, sorry, not training, the tactics. Come on. Oh, we've passed 3 tactics this draft. I would love one back right here. Come on. Yeah! And the blessing. Okay, we got both choices. Well, now that's quite a choice. Maybe we pick up another tactics if we just take the blessing here, because... Yeah, let's take the uncommon. We probably find more slots for blessing. I don't know. Makes me want to pull it. Yeah, we want 1 tactics, but we want like 2 blessings, you know, so I don't think it's easy, Zach. This is with the hero stuff. We get hero stuff going. If we find, we're also expecting to possibly wheel a white omen. We add a white omen to this deck, then Phalanx Tactics gets even better. I think it's closer than chat is making it out here. But I don't know what Hodge thinks, so I can't pick. Yeah, but Fenner, we're likely to get more chances at blessings. Oh, I missed your comment, Hodge. All right. If Hodge agrees with you, Chad, I'll go with blessing. There's that omen I wanted. Sweet. And we got a tactics anyway. Everybody's happy. Petitioner, we're probably not going to play. Last pick Pursuit is fantastic. Elspeth conquers Death as our rare. And another tactics we're likely to wheel. I want this Brawler, but yeah. Slamming that. We could take Acolyte if we wanted to look at potentially splashing black. We don't. Take another Envoy here. You want to pull which one? This one? I don't know what we're pulling. Like, this is just an Envoy, right? Another Chimera. We could take a Revoke. We could take a Sunmane. We're getting white enough here that I'm fine with a Chimera, though, over a second Chimera over second Pegasus. Oh, okay. I thought you were seriously considering pulling the second one. Yeah, I'm taking Chimera number 2, given what we've got going on now. Just doing the draft, and I'm going to play it off air. I guess, yeah, man, I'm trying some new content. We'll see if people like that they don't get to see these games, or whether it just kills people that they can't see these games. Wow. We have Siona number 2, Dryad, which is kind of whatever, actually. It's really just a 2/4. Probably not taking this. We have Siona number 2, Chimera number 3, or Typhon number 1. I'm going to vote with this. I'm going to vote here, or do a poll here. Chimera, Typhon, or what was the other one? Or Siona. Current, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 auras on the Siona plan. What do I think? I think 6 auras is pretty strong for Siona, but having a Typhon is pretty good. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm taking the Typhon here. Haj wants Siona number 2. There's also the fact that Siona is a legend, so I'm taking the Typhon. Man, 3rd Acolyte. Could have had the endless Acolyte deck, but we do get a Triumphant Surge or Return to Nature here. I'm going to take Return to Nature. I think that's the more important thing to have access to. Wayfarer. I think we have a Wayfarer deck, folks. I'm willing to play Wayfarer in this one for sure. I think we'll be actively good here. Another Blessing is a nice pickup too. We could take a Leonin if we thought that was more important though. How's our 2s looking? Now we have 1 hero, 2 envoys, and that's still it. Man, I want this Blessing, but we really need another 2-drop creature. So sorry, Blessing. We need to be aware of what we're short on. We have Wayfarer, Hero, and 2 Envoys as our only 4 creatures that we can get out ahead of turn 3. So yeah, let's take the Leonin, even though it's the worst card. Envoy, Chimera. What a pick 8! Look at this. I think we need to take yet another Envoy though. We take our 7th Aura, which would really help our Siona. But I think we take our 2nd Envoy. Our 3rd Envoy, rather. 3 Envoys is a lot for something that low power, but because we could just take another Chimera. But once you have 2 Chimeras, it's like you have 7. I'm going to pull this one. Okay. There's some good choices here, so we'll call it Will for the enchantment, Envoy for Envoy number 3, or Chimera for Envoy number 3 or Chimera number 3 or are our creature options. And I'm not going to take that Courser, so we're not going to pull it. Maybe we want to play one match of this. Maybe I'll just play one match of this. We'll call it the... maybe that's content that people would like. See one game with it? I don't know. Huh. A lot of people want the Will. All right. I could see going with the Will. We did get that Tactics back, but we could get a Leonin or a Viper. I think I like another adding to our creature count rather than another Tactics here. Come on, Hodge, that wasn't a bad pick. You have to admit that second Siona with the aura count we had versus first Typhon was a close one. Why not stream the games and then cut them for the YouTube video? Because I got things to do. I gotta get out of here. Now we're gonna take more Warden. We take Leonin or Phalanx. Leonin, Viper, or Tactics, but I think we just want Leonin. Nah, I get it, but it's 3 mana. We already have 1. I'm taking Leonin. Yeah, 1 match. Obviously I'm not gonna do 1 game. Skirmisher, we're unlikely to play, or Nyxborn that we might decide is, but we're topping at 5, which I like. Like these are kind of 4s. Like this is a nice lean mean machine. Yeah, I don't want the Colossus. I'm gonna like look at our curve. If you call Chimeras 4-drops, like we have 2 5s and that's it. So I think I want to lean into that. And I'm gonna take the Skirmisher, although not playing the Skirmisher either. Yeah, maybe the Skirmisher is finally playable. This maybe like Wayfarer Skirmisher finally have their home here. I'm gonna do it. I think that's what we need to be doing. Got another Plummet. Maybe this is this an Inspire Awe deck? Look at this. Like, do we have one for the board? No. We have 2 Plummets. I kind of want to bring in an Inspire Awe. Because if they don't have any, like if our opponent does not have this stuff, this is actually good for us out of the board. I'll take it. 3rd Plummet. Opportunity cost on 3rd. 3rd Plummet, not that high. Yeah. Kruzica wants the wings? We don't want wings. We just want another Chimera, man, right? I mean, I'm willing to play the wings, but man, Haj just can't let it go. Haj, come on, man. Haj doesn't want to talk about how awesome this deck is. He just wants to lament that we chose a Typhon over a 2nd Siona. Well, I'm trolling him back. I'm the one with the microphone. So many cuts. Yeah, that's the irony. The stuff Haj and I were debating probably doesn't matter too much. I guess we would. No, we're going to play Typhon, or we would definitely Typhon and 2nd Siona each totally make the cut. But what doesn't make the cut here? I think we cut Glory Bearers, Courser. Man, maybe we have to cut the tactics, or even like it's going to be tough to play non-enchantment, non-creatures. So like I think we even want to, and we want to be hyper aggro, and we want to play our Shadow Spear and stuff. So yeah, we can cut Binding. I agree on that. Maybe we have to cut tactics. We didn't end up doing, like, we gotten a bunch more heroes. And it's funny, I'm cutting tactics when there was a big debate about blessing, and but at that point I was still thinking we could find more heroes and maybe end up going wider. Yeah, I also, yeah, Wardens needs to go. Certainly is a board play. We could also cut Omen, given that we're not really going wide quite like we were initially, and we need to find cuts, so I guess Skirmisher can go. I might, Brian, but there's a way in which I like to have some of my Magic played not under the scrutiny of you know, like sometimes I just want to play and not worry about the stress of being observed. We could cut a Pegasus. I like Pursuit, though, between the Chimeras and us being in not a typically draw-heavy color pair. You don't like Daybreak Chimera? We're going turn 2 Envoys, turn 4 Chimeras. They're good. Yeah, we can do 16 land, especially if we do play the Relentless Pursuit. We can do that. We even cut a Forerunner and go 16. Although Trample at your high end seems pretty good. So here, I'm gonna actually could use a bio break before we play a match here. So I'm going to go give a nice long poll. And we're talking about final cuts here. And I want to hear which of these you think is the most obvious cut for you. Is it Forerunner? Is it Pursuit? Is it Daybreak #1? Is it Pegasus #1? Is it Loathsome? We have 3 Loathsomes. As cool as it was to get them on the way back, there are diminishing returns on escaped creatures. And Will is an option as well. And there was someone who was talking about Hero of the Lost Pride, so I'll also do Hero for Hero if you think that should be pulled. And I already pulled Omen, yeah. So well, if we cut multiple flyers, we can't win. But we have 6 flyers with the Envoy and stuff. So I'm going to... we have to make 3 total cuts. So, okay, we gotta put a training on the list too. Oh, well, we can... I'll put Blessing out. And this is for White Blessing. We're not cutting any of our Warbriar Blessing. A lot of choices here. And you only get to vote once, but we'll look at what the top 3 are when I get back, okay? I'll be right back. So people saying Leonin should have been considered. Frankly, if you think Leonin should be cut, then maybe you think Hero should be cut. Like, you could vote Hero. Like, if you think we should lose a 2-drop, I would have just voted Hero. Looks pretty tight, but looks like the top 3 are cutting one of the Loathsome Chimeras, cutting an Indomitable Will, and cutting the Forerunner. I kind of like those cuts. I think we have enough. Two loathsomes is enough. And where does this leave us? Solidly a little low on creatures, but that's kind of gonna happen in a deck like this. And we kind of make up for it with some card draw here. This is effectively a creature. It's like our 15th creature, and somewhat you could say Elspeth Conquers Death is as well. I like keeping our flyers, and I like the trainings over the wills. I like auras that draw us a card over ones that flash. Maybe you get a card's worth of value out of the will if you time it right, but you definitely get a card of value out of the Citizen training, quite literally. And what are we going to call this? This is... kind of want to make a Chime... just in time. Since we've already drafted today, oh, this is the only choice here anyway. I think we still want to go 8-8, but maybe 9-7, given that all of our truly early stuff is white. Yeah, with double green on Typhon, I don't think we can. We have 5 double white, but 5 double white. What am I missing? I see 3. Anyway, I think we leave it like this and call it a deck. So I threatened to not play any of these games on air. That was my plan, to try draft only, but everybody wanted to see this deck in action at least once, so we're going to play one match. We'll add it. The other thing we can do in the future, if I don't play any of the games, we add the decks to that's the other thing we do. I can just play you guys with it now. Y'all want to... I'm not going to finish this on stream. We could just play each other with it for a little bit. You want to do viewer battles? Let's do that instead. I'm freestyling here, but let's do that. Because everybody just wants to see the deck in action. It doesn't really matter if we're playing strangers or not. And since when we start out a draft and we want to see literally how it finishes and everything, then I want to do the event. But in this case, we're just trying to see how this deck plays. So let's play against some viewers. Oh, sorry. You're going to need to challenge me over here. I don't have any buddies yet. So I got one buddy and I'm not online yet. And Brian, if you want to add this to my ID command, that would be cool. Yeah, Harv, we'll be streaming tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, like we do every weekday around here. All right, Metal Mario, I'm challenging you. Sorry, Harv, you're not done with your week yet. Well, good old monocolored land draws. I mean, we have a Chimera on 3, but And we technically have 2 draws to find a plains. Oh, this is free to play 2. Yeah. All right, we'll mull this. All right, this looks better. I really want all of these. This is tough. What's your putback here? Maybe Transcendent Envoy is doing the least, but we can play it on 2. Blessing, we just give up on the blessing. Yeah, I guess you're right. It was so cheap I wanted to keep it, but it's probably the least important thing in the hand. Couple of pious dudes attacking past each other. I mean, I can't not produce exactly the same board our opponent has, even if I'm supposed to play the Leonin of Lost Pride. Oh, sorry, let me get out of your way. There we go. There are mirror matches, and then there are mirror matches, right? So, we have Leonin plus Warbriar here. That's pretty strong. Where do we want the blessing? And what do we want dead? We have to put the blessing on the Leonin if we want to kill anything other than a token. Maybe we just don't even want to kill a token. We just go Chimera this turn. Three is probably worth it, though. I think we can just do that. Well, it's the only place to put it, because then we can take out the Envoy or the Wayfarer. I guess that's the fundamental question. Are we taking out Wayfarer or Envoy? And we will, make sure I'm targeting the right thing. Yeah, Wayfarer maybe a little better than Envoy. Depends on what they've got. I mean, this making like Command the Presence cheaper is scary or something, but we're already kind of past the point where they get a lot of value out of the cheaper auras, so yeah, let's fight the Wayfarer. Oh, right, I could have put it on something else with the Constellation trigger. Good call. I'm going to put this trigger on the flyer, though. Or actually, put this on the ground. Then a 2/3. Yeah, we'll put it on the flyer. Oh, that was dumb. I was thinking there's going to be there. Well, yeah, I should have put it on the Wayfarer. Then it could both block. Not playing my best here. Should have one more point of damage because we attack with a 1/2 in the air and a 2/3 on the ground. But I was miscalculating the blocks ahead. Chimera, not an enchantment, so we don't activate the Wayfarer or anything here. I'm going to go ahead and offer the Leonin for Envoy, though. It's a 1-for-1 because they can just trade Envoy and a Soldier token, and we would just kill the Envoy. But then we get a Chimera down in a little bit better of a spot. Chimera obviously not at its best against 1/1 tokens, but the fact that it can come back makes that okay. Yeah, maybe they didn't block, or I didn't want to make that trade because of the Eyes exile. Little bit floody. Yeah, I'm sending the Chimera. I know we trade for a token, but that's what it's going to do. I mean, I guess we could wait till we find an aura or an enchantment and make it a 5/2 so that it's not so easy to chump for. That's one thing to consider. Yeah, I think I'll give it one turn here. At least. Mario trying to hang tough with 3 lands here, probably looking for more. See what they find. 1 top, 1 bottom. A non-plains incoming. Ready? Here it comes. There it is. Archon, pretty darn good. Now maybe we dead. But I'll send this out. We needed like another Warbriar Blessing or the white pacifism effect. Come on, Hodge, this is not over. We have top decks to kill the Archon. Okay, maybe it's over. Yeah, when they activated it twice, we were pretty doomed. All right, you're all excited about our hot stuff deck. Just got trounced in one game. Anybody else up for one? I'll play one more before I jump off the air today. Wow, we didn't even make progress on our cast wider. Oh, because it's a direct challenge. That's why I was like, why didn't we make quest progress? Good game, Mario. You crushed me. Anybody else? I'll play Mario again. Drafted versus constructed, not the best idea, but you could do it. Hold on, I'm gonna mute for a second and check in with my spawn. Hold on. I'll wait. All right. Sent request. I don't see it, Tron. Maybe it just hasn't arrived yet. All right, I'm gonna challenge Mario again, and Mario, yeah, if you want to try a different deck or the same, whatever you want, up to you. We'll give Mario another shot at my chin here. All right. Try and make this work. Grim indeed. What do we want to do? We can trade Leonin for the Physician, and that's that. We can Envoy and try flying overhead. I think I'll Envoy for now. We can just... Yeah, I'm gonna go in the air. Might even block. Like, one Envoy is not that much worse than, or well, not much better than having a couple Envoys isn't that big a deal. So we could just offer this trade here, but I'll say no blocks. I'll try and not give up to the Physician. We got Hero. Maybe we can make use of it. I'm getting worried here. Creatures aren't particularly big. We got Pegasus next turn. Huh. Well, Lampad can throw some damage around. Well, easy to say that we need to kill the Physician, but doesn't make it dead. Ah, gotcha. Block kill, yes. Okay. Well, we can two-spell it, but one of the spells is a bit rough. I actually like starting to pay for the Pegasus now and get some lifelink. Still not blocking with Envoys, right? Maybe we'd block with one. Have one Envoy for the Physician. Now I wish we taken out that Physician earlier, but this back. Hero. Yeah, I know, but I want multiple blockers. I want to be able to throw the Envoy, like, I want to be able to threaten to just throw the Envoy on the Physician and have it be a really low value trade for them if they do that. I don't like playing the Chimera. They just sack the Physician to the Lampad and kill it. I mean, we could get it back, I guess, but not immediately. And we could double block the spawn, and it would ostensibly be a 1-for-1. But I'm going to just take it. They've released an expansion to Keyforge, but I don't think they've released another one. I guess we just gotta send in the air, right? It's not, keeping an Envoy back wasn't changing their blocks, and I think I do have to play one of these. I think we'll offer the Chimera here. And yeah, they can sack the Physician to kill it, but we can get it back, and we force them to do that at least. Hodge wanted to play the Leonin so we could activate the Pegasus on their turn as well. That's interesting. Get some life back. But this at least threatens to either trade with the spawn or trade with their Physician Slaughter Priest stuff. I think that's what they're doing here. We're going to block here, and although maybe they're looking to eventually bring their spawn back, but we have, and we just sack an envoy. It's not, I mean, we're more concerned about a 5/6 than losing an envoy. But I think we need to do this. Yeah, we could try Leonin next turn after the spawn is dead, try and get it dead, and then exile it. That would be good. But I think we start here. Blessing. We can get in for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the air. Maybe we just save Blessing to try and win next turn. Or we play it now. So that we threaten lethal next turn and get our blessing in while the blessing is good. Yeah, they have 5 open mana, it's true, but it seems like they left it a lot for the stuff that's on board. You want to fight the Lampad, but it doesn't kill it. Is that? I mean, if we bless... Oh, it does if we just stack it right. I just got to remember. So we stack it and then we kill the Lampad. Yeah, but that's still enough to, like... Okay, we're not threatening lethal, but if we force them to sack their entire board to not die, we've effectively killed them, right? But you're right. They are not at 10 life. They're technically higher. But I like... Blessing and then Lampad. Omen would be bad. Do we not... Tron calls out that Omen would stink. But this is... We'd still get the triggers, actually. So even Omen, even though Omen would get the hero, we would get 7 power in the air. So I actually like trying it, because the fail case is actually not bad for us. Fail case is still us threatening to, like, win this game. Great. They didn't see it. We play Leonin. Yeah, I like playing Leonin, because if they bring back Freaka Spawn somehow, then we can't swing with the hero, just played it. But I'm going to go ahead and play this Leonin. What? No. I played the hero for 2 mana, and then the blessing for a 3rd mana, and then Sunmane. Oh, it was a Sunmane activation. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was confused. I thought it was summoning sick. That's why I didn't attack. So, Scavenging Harpy, do we just win? We go, we swing away. They block here, and they take... They don't necessarily... We don't just win, right? How do we win, Mabinap? Do you have a guaranteed win here that I'm missing? Because on the ground... We still send... Yeah, they're going to block... Like, if we send the Pegasus, they can actually kill it. So we could just send in non-Pegasus stuff. If we do this, what does it look like? Then they have a first striker on the ground. That's no good anyway. So I guess we just send the flyers if we send anything. And then the question is, we send Pegasus, and I think we do. Yeah, they can get the Pegasus, but then they should be pretty dead next turn, right? And do it. And then I'm going to activate this. Okay, they didn't go for the physician play. Maybe they didn't see it or have other things in mind. Oh yeah, sorry. It must be late in my day here, making all sorts of weird plays. Well, maybe that's my sign to be done. Starting to slip on my board awareness and making some not game affecting mistakes, but clearly off my game a little bit now. GG Mario, a couple of good ones with you there. Appreciate you jumping in to play with us. So thank you so much. And now I'm going to say thanks to watching on YouTube. Let me know what you think of this style of just a draft and a couple of games. I'm not going to post the rest of the games of this deck unless we play it tomorrow. I'll probably play it tonight, though. But curious what you think about draft, deck building, and then just a light/no games and see what you think about that. So I'm going to say thank you and catch you next time, YouTube.